Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
It's the solar eclipse of the century, and the rare event has everyone in the United States in an astronomical frenzy. Though we won't get to see the solar eclipse up close, the National Park Service on Guam is doing its part to give island residents a peek at the action.
Even though we won't be a part of it here in Guam, there is an excitement and an imagination that has caught in the United States. And there's lots of national parks that are in the path of totality, and even more that are going to see a partial solar eclipse tomorrow. So we wanted to be able to bring that excitement to the community here in Guam.
Lead park ranger and NASA Solar System Ambassador Kelly Carroll explains the last time the U.S. saw a total solar eclipse was in 1979. For those on the west coast of the U.S. mainland, the maximum eclipse will be visible on Monday, August 21st, just after 10 a.m., with the partial eclipse ending around 11:45 a.m. Pacific time. Guam residents can watch live coverage of the event beginning at 2 a.m. on Tuesday, the 22nd. According to the NASA website, the path of totality, essentially the path of the eclipse where things get really dark, extends from the west coast through Oregon, up through Nebraska, and through to South Carolina. The path is about 70 miles wide, a fairly narrow portion for prime viewing. Also known as Guam's Star Lady, Pam Eastlick explains just exactly what the total solar eclipse entails.
The sun is exactly 400 times larger than the moon, but it is also exactly almost 400 times farther away. So they look like they're the same size in the sky. And when the moon passes directly between the sun and the earth, it blocks the sun's light.
Eastlick says because we're on the side of the earth that's turned away from the sun, when the moon passes directly between the sun and the earth, we won't be able to see the solar eclipse on our end. But in 2 years' time, Guam will be getting a nice little Christmas surprise.
The next large eclipse, the next, really kind of cool eclipse, is going to happen the day after Christmas in 2019. That is an annular eclipse, but it will be total over Guam. Okay? And that is definitely your best eclipse to see. There will be a total solar eclipse over Guam, but it unfortunately happens in Star Trek times. It happens in 2225.
And for all you astronomy buffs or stargazers or anyone who just wants to see this very rare event, live coverage begins tomorrow at 2 a.m. here at the T. Stell Newman Center. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Valerie Maige.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.